Jangan lupa like, share, komen, dan subscribe Anda sangat berarti bagi kami untuk menambah semangat membuat konten yang lebih bermanfaat. Saya berbicara dengan Dr. Aaron tentang dampak awal yang disembunyikan Cina. Pendapatnya adalah bahwa meskipun Cina telah salah langkah sebelumnya, mereka tidak melaporkan epidemi lebih awal. Tetapi Amerika Serikat juga menangani epidemi sangat buruk. Contohnya adalah Korea Selatan memiliki kasus pertama, kasus pada hari yang sama dengan Amerika Serikat. Tetapi karena mereka melakukan banyak pengujian sehingga akhirnya dalam posisi sangat jauh lebih baik daripada Amerika Serikat. Apa pendapat Anda?
So actually, I don't think it's totally fair to compare the situation in South Korea with of the United States. South Korea did pretty good on the contact tracing and doing large quantity of tests for infections. But we need to keep in mind, South Korea is a small country with about 50 million people, and basically they only need to deal with the tourists come from China, the source of the infection. But United States is different. Like New York City is such a big airport, so many people from all over the world come into United States. And the early cases in New York, they actually come from a group of tourists who went to Egypt and brought back the virus. So it's very challenging for New York City, right? And people rely on the metro subway system heavily, so the virus can spread out quickly through these commute systems. And we also need to keep in mind the United States was fortunate enough to ban the travel from China at late January, but you cannot ban the travel from all over the world, right? So the control of the bringing the virus into the country is very challenging. And also, even though CDC was not fortunate enough to provide good testing kit in February, but later on, when commercial company engaged in United States was able to crank up the production, and now U.S. can test in millions of cases in every week. So the quantity of testing is unbelievable big in United States now. So I don't think it's really fair to say that U.S. do a poor job on the disease control.
Jadi dampak apa yang Anda pikirkan dari penutupan dan data palsu di China?
So the CCP's cover-up during this pandemic has multiple stages. The first stage is from December to January 23rd, before the Chinese government shut down the whole Wuhan city. So during this stage, the CCP censor the alerts from the medical first responders and close online forums talking about the outbreak, and even order the commercial company to stop genome sequencing for those patient samples. And then at the same time, they're providing misleading information to the world. So basically, under this cover-up, so many Chinese people in Wuhan got infected, and they migrated to nationwide and spreading the virus to nationwide, and then so many tourists and Chinese people also toured to other countries, so the virus got spread out globally. Right, so the whole world missing a very precious time to have early prevention measure enacted early enough to prevent an outbreak in their own country. And then our second stage is from late January to middle of March. So during this stage, Chinese government intentionally set up very strict reporting criteria for confirmed cases. So they have much lower confirmed cases, and at the same time, because of the draconian measure to lock people down at home, so they're missing so many testing for those people who got infected but cannot access to the hospital, and people die at home will not be counted as official data for the death toll. So basically, the government manipulate or you can say fabricated the data for the death toll for the confirmed cases. So the whole world get a wrong image about this outbreak. Right? So basically the CCP downplay a very severe outbreak. Could be like Spanish flu, and then you downgrade it to a 2009 H1N1 pandemic outbreak. So the severity is totally different. Right? So when you put in this wrong data into the disease model, you get a wrong result of the mortality rate, attack rate will be wrong, transmission rate will be wrong too. So in this way, the whole world may get a wrong idea that the disease is so severe, it will be a huge pandemic. So by fabricating this data, and Chinese government made the whole world pay a huge price for this cover-up. And then the third stage is after the March, the Chinese government present a false image to Chinese people and the whole world, saying they have a triumph against the virus, against the outbreak. But the reality is actually they are incubating a huge second wave. The Chinese government didn't want to do a large-scale testing. For one reason, they know that they have very pathetic accuracy for their testing kit. At the same time, not testing so many people serve their political purpose. They just don't want to show the people there are so many infections still ongoing inside China. So basically, when the CCP, lies, so many people dies.
And it took an awful long time for the world to become aware of this risk that was sitting there, residing inside of China. We'll do the after action when the time is right. Every nation has responsibility to share all of their data, all of their information in as timely and accurate fashion as they have the ability to do.
Kepada Senator Amerika Serikat Josh Hawley memperkenalkan resolusi yang menyerukan penyelidikan internasional terhadap Partai Komunis Cina untuk menutupi penyebaran awal pandemi virus corona. Resolusi Hawley meminta agar semua negara yang terkena dampak kebohongan karena Cina berbohong tentang penyebaran virus. Perwakilan Amerika Serikat Elise Stefanik memperkenalkan undang-undang pendamping di rumah yang menyinggung dunia publikasi. Terima kasih sudah menonton. Like, share, komen, dan subscribe Anda sangat berarti bagi kami untuk menambah semangat membuat konten yang lebih bermanfaat.